There must not have been any value placed on the people who were being impacted. I don't think that what happened in the city of Flint would have happened in a community that didn't have a high concentration of poverty and that was not predominantly African American.
Money. Many people in Flint don't have enough money. Flint was the poorest city in Michigan the year the crisis started, 40.1%. That's how many people fell below the poverty line. It was such a huge problem that the state attempted to mend the once prosperous city. To aid Flint, Governor Snyder assigned an emergency manager. Their job is to take over the city's governing body during a crisis in an attempt to fix the city's problems, taking power away from the elected officials chosen by the people.
The emergency manager made the decision to switch the water source because it was a cost savings measure. Their role in the city of Flint was strictly to cut costs, to balance the budget, balance the books, correct the financial issues.
On April 25th, 10 years ago, the state emergency manager switched the water to the Flint River in a desperate attempt to cut costs, which eventually led to the crisis we know today. Pastor Overton from Christ Fellowship Missionary Baptist Church in Flint has seen how the water crisis magnified poverty in the city.
The number, just look at the residents in this community. The numbers are down. There's more people walking the streets now. You just see poverty everywhere. You see abandoned homes, abandoned buildings. The infrastructure is just not what it used to be. And because of that, the residents have moved out of Flint.
Flint has lost over 20,000 residents since the start of the crisis. While some left Flint, others couldn't. When the crisis struck, housing prices dropped roughly 27 to 38%. So many people couldn't sell their homes even if they wanted to leave. They were essentially stuck in a city that was broke with bad water. Poverty was not only the origin of the crisis, but it's also one of the main reasons it still isn't fixed.
Our Flint families are struggling. It is very hard for them to make ends meet. When I am holding that Flint baby in my hand, I struggle because there's something that I cannot prescribe to make them as healthy as possible. I cannot prescribe an antidote to poverty. Our Flint is the poorest city in our state. It's one of the poorest cities in the country. When kids are born into and grow up in poverty, it impacts them forever. It's like a poison. It's like a virus that makes it really hard for them to grow up to be healthy and successful. It actually impacts their brain development, impacts how much food they have, and the stability of their housing and their family structure. Poverty is the root cause of so much of what ails us.
Like a virus, poverty has infected many people in Flint both physically and mentally, and they are losing hope in their city.
People lose hope when you don't have the basic necessities of life. This community has lost a great deal of hope. If we can get economics rolling in this community and jobs where people can go to work and feel good about their jobs, feel good about going to work anymore and making an honest 40-hour a week living, people will start feeling better about themselves. It's sad, but we have to continue to have hope. Hope can transform into something special.